something that was on our Chatham Chatlist Facebook page. Also, we put it on Pittsburgh Monitoring, and there's a whole bunch of discussions about, hey, this sounds like a great idea, but why isn't Chatham Park doing it on their land instead of Chatham County school land? And what does Chatham County get out of it? And what does Chatham Park get out of it? And why isn't Chatham Park doing it on land that they own instead of land that they don't own? There's also a question of what exactly Chatham County Schools gets out of it. We don't know yet because that announcement came out at the last meeting. Mr. Blyce came on and did a presentation, and they're looking to see where that's going. I understand that there are some artist renderings of what that's going to look like. I haven't seen those yet. When they do become available, we will try to get those out there. Big news last night happened over in Siler City. A 21-year-old pickup driver was stopped for a seatbelt violation, and apparently he was fatally shot by a state trooper. A 21-year-old Chatham, North Carolina man. He was stopped by the trooper at about 4:37 on Monday, yesterday. The suspect presented a pistol, and the state trooper fired his service weapon, striking the suspect. Authorities identified the dead man as Mark Anthony Diaz, 21, of Staley, North Carolina. We've got a link to it on our Chatham Chatlist Facebook page, so you can take a look at it. There are a couple of TV stations out there last night. The latest one was at the latest story came out from the News and Observers. Also, that information was based on a press release that was put out by the state Highway Patrol, and Cook, the officer in question, was a 16-year Highway Patrol veteran stationed in Troop D, District 1, which is Chatham County. So we'll keep up with that information as it becomes more available. Going to the Chatham Chatlist, John Lowe wrote in about a alleged COVID situation. Didn't appreciate the fact that I had posted a public announcement that Montessori schools was instituting mandatory masking again. I responded to him that, hey, what I had simply responded, this is another Chatlist member had presented, was one, why would you attempt to hide public information like that? Two, I simply posted a public tweet with the intro. I did not write the intro. I will not apologize for sharing public information. And everyone's free to research how North Carolina sunshine laws apply to public schools. So I reposted that for John to take a look at, and waiting for his response. So, hey, give me email back. I'm open to suggestions. Also, Pittsburgh Pool League. This is the fourth year of bringing together Chatham County pool play at all levels. They want to invite you in. John Niver's got that information. There is a one-time entry fee of $20, which goes towards social events and postseason tournament prize money. And you must have your own cue stick. So if you don't have your own cue stick, go out and get one, or just email Jay. He's at niver@earthwind.net. Good old email address. Also coming up, first Sunday, we mentioned this last week, on first Sunday, June 5th, retired professional geologist Chris Palmer will make another appearance to talk about Chatham rock soils and curiosity setting. That's how the historic Chatham County Courthouse in Pittsburgh. So, to everyone. First Sunday, I don't know, but if you're out there, go ahead and check it out. Always like stopping by the museum and talking to those folks. All right, let's take a look at what's going on Chatham Chatlist Facebook page. I need to jump over to the Facebook page because I was actually at a different page. So let me just jump right over to that. And while we're doing that, reminder on Twitter, we're at ChathamNC, at Chatham Journal, and at ChathamNC Sports. So there was a whole bunch of interesting information. One of them being that David Palermo, who was a Northwood student athlete, played baseball there, is actually led the Tar Heels to the ACC championship game, and they defeated NC State. And unfortunately, I've covered enough NC State sports that they did not make it into the NCAA baseball tournament, which is a lot of anguish around there. I'm sure there's other teams. I haven't looked into it at all, but again, for you state fans, I feel your pain, otherwise known as NC State stuff. We also had an article on the Chatham Journal site about a 26-year-old missing, actually a body that was found, 26-year-old, that was finally able to identify. And there's new technologies and new forensics out there that allow that to happen. And Chatham County Sheriff's Department got involved with that. We're able to find out, hey, what this was, and it was a Army veteran. Let's see what else is going on here. We did repost a Facebook post from James Volz, who's one of the Pittsboro Town Commissioners. Cindy Perry, Karen Howard, Tammy Schwerin, Jennifer Platt, and a couple other folks had a vigil for the folks that got the school kids that got shot in Texas. Chatham Chatlist, we also have a link to all our Chatlist tweets. You can take a look at that. Let's see what else. Oh, Debbie Dews is at the 20 at the Pollinator in Pittsboro. She's got more pictures out there. Debbie does a fantastic job. I love what she does with educating people about what's going on in nature and agriculture. She's definitely worth following, and definitely, if you get an opportunity to go out, take it. A lot of places were closed down yesterday, the recycling centers, but those are open back up today. Also, a reminder of the Bray Park Aquatic Center over at Alston Bridge Road in Stellar City is open from May 28th, which was a few days ago, to Labor Day. Admission includes access to all swimming pool and splash pad as well in the area, and admission is $5 per person. Those 50 and older can get in for $250, and anyone can get in for $250 on Tuesdays. Hey, that's today, so check that out. Also, Mr. Paul McCoy, last Wednesday, he's got a visitation today at the Donaldson Funeral Home. I think it's from 5, starts at 5:30, and I think it may run to 7:30 or 8. We have his obituary posted on our ChathamJournal.com Facebook website. Also want to let you know that when you're on there, I did an interview with Mr. McCoy back in 2016. It's a 5-part, did it for 2 hours, broken up into 5 segments. We've got links. It's embedded right there, so you can see some of the videos that we just discussed with Mr. McCoy. At the time that I did it, Mr. McCoy was 87 years old, solid as a rock, very great person to talk about the history of Chatham County. I'm glad I had that opportunity. I'm glad to share that with you folks here on the chat list and on the internet. We also had an interesting, I found it somewhere, does anyone know what a left turn signal means? And we had over 1,300 people look at that with several comments made on that. Reminder too, Bynum Front Porch has their music series back on Fridays. We'll probably be doing a little bit more coverage on that, and that's where we are right now. So, hey, that wraps it up this Tuesday morning. Have a fantastic rest of the week, Chatham County. Enjoy the weather. It looks like we have a few good days here before the rain comes back in, but hey, that's just life here in North Carolina during the summertime. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Reminder, again, let me just pop this up real quick. To sign up for the Chatham chat list, all you need to do is send an email to chatlist@bellsouth.net with the word subscribe in the header, and we'll get you logged on. We're 6,100 subscribers, 6,100 members, going strong. Thank you very much for watching.